Imagine a discovery so profoundly disturbing, so fundamentally threatening to human existence, that it was captured and then irrevocably destroyed within 48 hours of its first sighting. This isn't a premise from a horror film. It's a chilling, classified reality. Deep in the crushing darkness of the ocean's abyss, a scientific research team stumbled upon something that shouldn't exist. A creature unlike anything cataloged, possessing an ancient link to humanity, telepathic powers, and a terrifying capacity for rapid growth and destruction. This is the story they don't want you to know: the classified footage, the whispered reports, and the truth behind what scientists caught, and why the military immediately sanctioned its termination. Its status, TERMINATED. Its threat level, extinction. For centuries, humanity has gazed upon the vast blue expanse of our oceans, convinced we've charted most of its surface, perhaps even much of its shallow depths. Yet below the sun-drenched layers lies a world so alien, so immense, it remains a cosmic frontier right here on Earth. The abyssal plains, the trenches that plunge miles into the Earth's crust, are realms of unimaginable pressure, perpetual darkness, and bizarre life forms that have adapted to conditions lethal to surface dwellers. It was into this extreme environment that a cutting-edge deep-sea research vessel, the Nautilus Dawn, embarked on what was supposed to be a routine survey mission. Their objective: to investigate unusual geothermal vents and potential new chemosynthetic ecosystems at a depth of 15,000 feet, roughly 3 miles down, in a previously uncharted section of the Pacific. Their advanced sonar arrays began pinging peculiar energy signatures, not geological, not volcanic, but biological, and impossibly large for the known fauna of that region. What started as scientific curiosity soon morphed into an escalating sense of unease. The Nautilus Dawn deployed its most sophisticated remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, equipped with high-intensity floodlights, multispectrum sensors, and reinforced sampling arms. The initial visuals were distorted by the immense pressure and particulate matter, but as the ROVs drew closer, the fuzzy outline sharpened into an impossible form. It was a predator, 7 feet in length, slender yet robust, and chillingly translucent. Its skin, if one could call it that, shimmered with an eerie, almost ethereal glow, revealing faint outlines of its internal anatomy. Its eyes were not like any deep-sea creature known. They seemed to possess an unsettling intelligence, tracking the ROVs with an unnerving precision. As the ROVs attempted to secure a preliminary sample, the creature reacted with an explosive force. Its mouth, an horrific maw, revealed row upon row of bioluminescent teeth that didn't just protrude. They rotated, like a miniature living chainsaw, tearing through the ROV's reinforced sampling net with terrifying ease. This was no ordinary deep-sea hunter. The primary objective shifted from observation to containment. After a harrowing chase through hydrothermal vent fields, the research team managed to ensnare the creature in an emergency, high-tensile capture unit. Bringing it aboard the Nautilus Dawn was a monumental task, fraught with peril. Every precaution was taken, every protocol followed to the letter. But the real shock, the discovery that would send tremors through every level of command, came during the initial biological analysis. Preliminary genetic sequencing, conducted with the most advanced onboard molecular analysis tools, revealed a truth so outlandish, so paradigm-shifting, it was almost unbelievable. This deep-sea aberration possessed 47% human DNA. Not just any human DNA, either. Genetic markers indicated a lineage consistent with Homo sapiens from approximately 300,000 years ago. This wasn't a parallel evolution. This suggested an ancient, long-lost branch of humanity, one that had adapted, or perhaps been engineered, to survive in the crushing darkness of the abyssal plain. The implications were staggering. Had humanity's true origins been submerged for millennia? Was this creature a remnant of an aquatic human predecessor? The questions piled up faster than the answers. But the biological revelations were quickly overshadowed by the creature's true capabilities. Within hours of its containment in a specialized, high-pressure tank, disturbing incidents began. Crew members, particularly those in close proximity to the containment lab, reported vivid, intrusive thoughts. Not their own memories, but flashes of childhood events, forgotten conversations, intimate details of their lives, all unbidden, all terrifyingly real. It started as whispers in the mind, then escalated. The creature, seemingly without effort, began mimicking crew voices. Perfect renditions of calls for help, warnings, even casual conversations, emanating from inside the sealed tank, with no visible means of communication. Telepathic capabilities were not just suspected, they were confirmed. The creature was accessing memories without any physical contact, infiltrating the minds of its captors. It was a silent, psychological invasion. The horror deepened when sensor readings registered a complex, low-frequency sonic pattern emanating from the creature, far beyond the range of human hearing, yet detectable by the sub's sophisticated hydrophones. It wasn't random noise, it was communication. The creature was calling out, and terrifyingly, something was answering. Millions more, the analysis suggested, were responding from the deep ocean. This was not an isolated specimen. It was part of a vast, unseen network, an ancient intelligence awakening. Adding to the escalating crisis, its biological properties were a nightmare. Its blood, when exposed to any organic or synthetic material, proved to be an incredibly potent solvent, dissolving human tissue on contact. And its growth rate, an astonishing 100% larger every 12 hours. This creature was doubling in mass, in power, in threat, with every half-day that passed. It was uncontainable, its intelligence unnerving, its ability to communicate and summon its kin an existential threat. The Nautilus Dawn was immediately placed under full military command. The decision, though brutal, was unavoidable. This was designated a Category 5 biological threat, an organism with exponential reproductive potential that could, if left unchecked, lead to global extinction. The logs are sealed, the footage classified, but the stark reality remains. Humanity faced an immediate, unprecedented threat from the deep, one it chose to eliminate with extreme prejudice. At its capture location, now a classified coordinates, 15,000 feet below the surface, the deep-sea creature, designated Threat Alpha, was terminated. A terrifying chapter closed, but not forgotten by those who lived through it. What else lurks in the unexplored abysses, waiting for us to disturb its ancient slumber? The ocean is vast and largely unknown. And sometimes, the most terrifying discoveries are the ones we must immediately destroy to ensure our own survival. The silence that followed its termination echoes with a chilling question. Was it truly alone?